94 FM, The Fish.
The Fish 94 Days of Summer lets you win tickets to the hottest events all year long, including tickets to see For King and Country at the Mother Church, Nashville's Ryman Auditorium, October 14th.
Got original 1968 Ford Mustang Original AM radio. We've completely redone the case on this one and the face. Redone all the facial parts of it. Polished all the push buttons. No, these are probably not the original knobs, but that's some I had that would fit it. And we've done a full Aurora Design conversion. It now has a AM FM stereo, auxiliary in, which is automatic. You have an operating LED right here, kind of tells you where the radio's at. You also use it for, we should demonstrate that later, stereo LED for when you find a stereo channel. Got all presets back working like it should.
People, at this the
treble and bass like you've always had.
So I cry out with all that I have left.
It also has a USB port. This is your USB port harness you'll be getting, and a thumb drive. This will play your thumb drive music, your favorite music. It'll have the files on it. It'll have manuals on it, even though I give you a paper copy in case you lose them, you got them there. And the video that we're shooting now, that will be on it. This will charge your devices. This is your auxiliary in right above it. It comes with a harness, or you put it in a round hole. USB port. It has Bluetooth, hand-free phone calls, push-button operated. It will also seek and scan, and it has voice ID on it, voice assistance ID. It's fully loaded. We're going to demonstrate it. If you want to go to AM radio, you just simply turn the unit off and right back on. Takes you to AM radio.
In just a few weeks, Amanda Shire is going to be making her headlining debut.
Off and right back on, takes you right back to FM stereo.
GMC.com.
And remember, if you don't see my star on your car, you better come see it with me.
Your auxiliary in is automatic. I'll demonstrate that. You'll get a male-to-male cord in the package. And all you have to do is plug it in here. And you might have somebody who wants to hear, listen to this. You can plug it in and go for it. That way you ain't got to fool with a bunch of Bluetooth and all that. And all you do is bring your device up and just hit play.
Nothing you can't handle, nothing you ain't got. But
you can plug iPods, your phone, CD players, XM radio, anything you want to. It's got a headphone out, it's got a register on it. Just about anything you want to, you hit play, it automatically changes over. A little LED went to green, it means you're on auxiliary in. Anytime you want to come off auxiliary in, just turn it off. In 20 seconds, the radio will go back to where you had it if you don't touch it. During that 20 seconds, if you don't want to wait that long, just turn it off and right back on. It remembers where you're at, like you were cycling from AM to FM. We're going to let it do its thing. Automatically switch back over. That's how your auxiliary in works. Every now and then I put my iPod in there and charge it. You can charge your phone and devices with it. Now we're going to run our Bluetooth in. I'm going to show you that. Once you do the initial pair up, make sure your phone's on Bluetooth. We're searching for Bluetooth. And we're going to let her help us out. We're going to take this and hold it down. Hold it down.
Best-selling plane based on 2017. Bluetooth ready to pair.
Not sure how to get a great deal
Showed up on her phone. All we gotta do is tap on it. She'll tell us when it's
Check
done.
out Credit Karma Marketplace. It's a one-stop shop where you can find great deals
Pairing completed. Bluetooth connected.
and present them in an easy to
Now we're
understand way.
connected up.
So you can quickly
You get two mics. One that comes as an extension. You can get it closer to you if you've got a convertible or your car's a little bit loud. You also have a built-in mic right here. There's a little bitty hole. You can't see it. Right beside that push button, and that way it cuts down on less wiring. If your car's not loud, these work very well. If not, you got a lot of air. If you're convertible, you might want to get it closer to you. Let's do a voice command. Let's go to some music on my phone. I could just hit music and hit play. It will automatically change over. Go straight to Bluetooth and start playing music. I can hit off. It will switch back over. But this is designed so you're not driving with the phone in your hand. So all we're gonna do is bring up our phone. Play music. So now we're going to music on my phone. If you want to advance your song, just push your button one time. Now this button acts the same way as your knobs. If I want to advance the song, just take a needle up. Twice, we'll back up a repeat. I can back up here.
Am I wrong?
Or I can back up here.
Well, since she put me down, I've been out doing it
My story.
That's how your Bluetooth works. You can text whatever your smartphone is capable of doing. You can do it all with this mic and this button or the knob. Now if I wanted to bring my phone up and tell it to do something, I can use the push button by holding it down, or I can take the volume knob and turn it up. Stop music. That's how your Bluetooth and everything works. Now you're back on radio. Now once you've done the initial pair up, it will take multiple devices. It will always pick the number one device, so if you're the primary driver, you want to do yours first. You might have somebody else taking your car and driving it. They can do theirs second. That way when they get in it and turn the radio on, she will come on and say Bluetooth device connected. That way all you got to do is the initial pair up. And you can take the juice off this car, take the battery out of it, store it, put it back in. When you get back in it, this radio will go back to doing whatever you had it do. It does not need 12 volt consistent to it. It's not like an aftermarket radio. So we turn it on.
Bluetooth connected.
Already connected up.
Do we ask God what we should do with the time that we have? God, I only got 24
Now you notice we're always lit up.
How should I use my 24 hours for you?
Your thumb drive, when you first put it in there, it's going to go straight to music. You can hide this in your glove box and operate it all with a push button. You can leave this in it. Only time you got to take it out is put more music on it, change it out, or charge the device.
Evangelistic Association.
It works the same as your phone. Advance once. We can advance here. That's how your USB works. If you want to go back to radio, you don't want to take it out because you lose them. I'll lose them all the time. Hold it down 1 second. Put it in pause. This light's going to blink a couple times along with that one, and now we're going to go right back to radio. If I had it on the station. There we go.
Will one day disappear, and we will know everything.
Now if you're going down the road and this is hid and you want to go to it, 1 second, go right back to it. Depends on how long you're down, whether it goes back to the same song or not, because, you know, it's computer age. What can I say? I can also operate all this with the volume knob. If I want to go to pause, go down twice, then we'll go to pause and go right back to radio. It works the same as the push button.
God is
Back on the FM. We want to go back to our thumb drive. Let's go down twice. Right back to it. Now we're on that song. I'm going to show you. If you hook up 2 speakers, you'll have balance. It's built in your toner. If you hook up 3 or more, you'll have balance and fader in your toner. And the way that works is, this toner is kind of neat because it's got a center notch, which means center of it. We're going to go into the fader by going clockwise twice, like a 12 to 2 motion, 1, 2, and she's going to come on and say in the fader mode. As long as we're moving this toner control in that mode, we can fade from front to rear till we find what we like. When you find what you like, you just stop, let it beep once, and then it goes back to toner. Then you go back to the center notch, and we're going to go into balance by going counterclockwise, like a 12 to 10 motion. She will come on and say balance mode. As long as you're moving that, you can balance from right to left. Let's try it.
Fader adjust.
Rears, fronts. Balance it out, let it beat. Go to balance.
Balance adjust.
Right side, left side. Balance it out, let it beat. Back on toner. Once you get your speakers set up where you can hear them all, you shouldn't have to go in and out unless you want, you know, change it. All you gotta worry about is treble and bass. Let's go back to radio. We'll use the volume control, or we could have used the button. It'll cycle right back around the radio.
On Turning Point, Dr. David Jeremiah.
You'll notice I left that in there.
That transpire when the king fails to follow God.
Now I'll show you what else to do. We'll seek and scan stations without the needle moving. And this is how you do it. Take the tuning knob and you want to hear the channels change. Go 1, 2. Little light gets to blinking. Now it's going to start scanning your stations.
Lee Company handles everything from heating and air conditioning to handyman services. They've been recognized by Angie's List as a super service provider since 2000.
Say I like that station there and I want to lock on it, just turn it once, it'll start flashing quick. If I don't move it, it'll lock on it. If I want to find it, it'll go quiet till I find it. Pull the push button out, push it in, you got it. This is great if you're going out of town on cruise ins and you don't want to mess up your presets for your local town. You can actually seek and scan while you're going down the road, find a station you like, just turn it once, it'll lock on it. Now you got an AM dial and you're on FM. You want to know what station you're on. Take the volume knob and turn it up 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
93.3.
93.3 tells you where you're at.
You gonna kiss me tonight?
I actually went to Bluetooth.
Bluetooth is on. Let me know if you want to turn it off.
Let's go back to radio. Alright, let's go find that station. 1, 2, 3.
95.5.
So it'll tell you what station you're on if you'd like to know. It will do it on AM and FM. It will do everything I just showed you on either one. That's a pretty neat little setup. This is the new Aurora Design. Got your presets working.
the great manifestations.
Also,
Shadows fall away. Step into the light of grace.
Back to USB. Let's find some music. Let you listen to how it sounds. I got some oldies on here.
Get out from that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Get out from that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans.
Got a nice clear sound. It also has 5 pre-outs on it. You can add an amp. You can actually add 5 more speakers to it. You got one for a sub, and you got one for 2 fronts and 2 rears. So you got plenty of access to add amps. Do what you want to with it. This radio will kick butt if you want to stick it in there and make it do it. If not, you can just leave them alone and run it like it is. Go back to radio. Put it in pause with that instead of using this. Let it switch back over. Back on stereo. That's your original 1968 Philco Ford Mustang AM radio with a full Aurora Design conversion. I appreciate you letting me do it for you. Thank you.